YouTube, what is good, y'all? It's Donzy Gaming back with another NBA 2K25 video. Walk with me because I'm trying to get through this very quickly. I'm trying to get right into it. So, as you all know, 2K has been going crazy with the VC process the past couple years. Like, it's egregious. That's a big word, right? I know. It's been egregious what they've been doing to the prices. You know, it takes like 350k VC to finish your build. But what if I told you there was a way to get that 250,000 VC in 6 hours? What if there was a way to finish your build in 1 day? And so, of course, as a community, we look for the best VC grinding methods every year on 2K. And with that being said, shout out to my brother Rocky2K for establishing this method. If you haven't seen his channel yet, I suggest you go check it out. He posting some good videos. So now I think it's about time that I give you my spin, my take on the best VC method so far this year. This is a VC method, because you know if we say the G word, 2K likes to take down videos. So this is the best VC grinding method that I found so far this year. Honestly, I want to get into it real quick, get y'all paid, and I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing. As you can see, I'm on a 60 overall. We're gonna go through the whole thing together, y'all. So like up the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get you paid. I cannot stress this enough. If you're watching the video, hurry and try the method while it lasts. You know, 2K doesn't like us doing anything to make some extra VC. So this is probably gonna get patched at some point, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, who knows. All I know is get on it as soon as possible, rack up some VC, and you know, put yourself in a good position for the rest of the year. You feel me? We're gonna be getting into some simple setup before we can actually start the method. You know, I want to start y'all off on the right foot so that everything goes smoothly. So we started with the build. Another thing to note while you're doing this, pay very close attention to the things I do. Of course, people have methods before this video, but the whole point of this method is to cut that time in half. So I recommend watching the whole video. If you miss something and it takes you an extra couple hours to do it every time, that's on you. I'm trying to help you the best I can. First things first, you're going to be making a catch and shoot ace. Now you can make this as small forward, or you can make this as shooting guard. It's going to be a 6'5 player, 6'5 wingspan. We're making this build because it's going to be a 60 overall with an 88 3-pointer, 88 mid-range, 88 free throw. So it's going to be pretty simple to use it for my career. Like I said, this is a catch and shoot ace. It's going to be easiest to do this on a small forward and a shooting guard. If you choose to go small forward, then you're going to want to go to either the Minnesota Timberwolves, or you're going to want to go to the Dallas Mavericks. You're going to want to go to either the Timberwolves or the Dallas Mavericks. Well, that was before the Wolves decided to plunder the Knicks and take away the big ragu. But overall, now I'd recommend the Knicks over the Wolves. If you're playing on a small forward, these are two good teams. It's going to make it very simple for you when you're simming. You're going to win a lot more games this way. And especially with the Mavericks, because, you know, 2K has this weird thing for Luka in MYCAREER where he's an absolute legend every single year. So there's that. When you make the same build at shooting guard, you want to go to the Boston Celtics, you taking Derek White's place. That's solid. You could do that. This is a very good team. You're going to win a lot more games like this. You're going to want to either go to the Celtics, or you're going to want to go to the Bucks. You have Gary Trent Jr. You could take his place easily as well. Two very good teams. Very easy with these two teams to be able to sim games, to be able to be up 25. You know, to do the method efficiently, I'd say these are the best teams to do that with. Now, some more simple setup. Like I said, you're going to start with an 88 3, 88 mid, 88 free throw. So you can choose a good jump shot animation. Of course, Kobe's always an option, but I did want to try out Melo. I think Melo was kind of looking nice this year, so I want to try that out. And settings wise, of course, you're going to want to take your game difficulty up to rookie. You're going to turn off action replay, set it to never. Highlight play camera cuts off. After basket camera cuts, never. And then you're going to turn your commentary language from English to Chinese or Spanish, either or. This is going to save you a lot of time on the halftime show. Instead of getting a whole halftime show, they didn't record it in any other language other than English, so it just skips over it. That's how we're changing it here. So once you're done that, you're going to proceed to go backstage. All right, you can skip through this cutscene, but you have to be careful. This is the most important part of the method right here. You're going to be choosing your key games. These at the top are your key games. You have to play these to proceed through the MYCAREER season. Once you get here, you're gonna have the option of choosing different personal goals. You have to pick NBA Cup champion. You have to pick that one every single time. It's important. It's the whole reason behind this method. We're gonna talk more about it later, but you have to pick NBA Cup champion. Skip through the rest of this, and then we're gonna go and talk to Donna. Like usual, skip through all the cutscenes. You don't really have to see what they're saying. After talking to Donna, you go straight to the practice facility, and you're gonna have a little media day cutscene. This is gonna set you up for the next season. So just choose whatever here. It doesn't really matter too much. But I will say, I do believe that your team is gonna win more games if you go for team chemistry when you're being asked questions. Once you're done with that, you also have to talk to Coach Tucker, and then you're gonna have to go talk to Patrick. This is just stuff, it's unavoidable. You have to get these out the way. Of course, while we're playing the games, we're gonna be having to, try to become a starter to make this go by, to make the method work. So to do that, you have to get a higher teammate grade than them in each game. We're gonna get that done in the first 3 games. We're talking to Patrick to start our GOAT skills. For the GOAT skills, you're gonna wanna pick go to shooting, and you're gonna wanna pick the Lone Ranger, and you're gonna wanna pick open season is a good one too. You're gonna equip those, and then you're pretty much ready to play your first game. So you're gonna go ahead and do that. This is gonna be the only game where you really have to try and play the whole game to score as much as possible to I don't want to say the G word, but to mess up your stats in a way that while you're simming it, you're going to be averaging some unbelievable stat lines. So you're going to try to go for as many points as possible. If you want to throw some assists in there too, go for it, but I'm really just focused on points. So I'm going to get back to y'all, a little later in the game when I'm done doing what I have to do. All right, so boom, as you can see, I got 84 points. I'm saying the game is just about done. 84 should be more than enough, to set us up for the rest of the method. But, it doesn't hurt to get one more. I was slow. I like Melo's jump shot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like his jump shot. But, like I said, once we're finished here, then we're gonna start doing this a lot quicker. This is the only game that you have to play through. Now that we're finished with the first game, that's the only one you really gotta play. Now you're gonna go to the MYCAREER menu, the play next game menu. Press R1 to see only your key games, and these are what we're gonna have to play. The next 2 games we're gonna be focusing on becoming a starter, but we're still gonna get through them as fast as possible, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Alright, when you get into the game, what you're gonna wanna do every time is foul. You're gonna get 4 quick fouls to get yourself to the 4th quarter. Get out of there as fast as possible. Do not do more than 4 fouls because we're trying to get our teammate grade up, and after 4 fouls you don't get any VC. You're gonna get 2, they're gonna take you out. When they let you back in, you're gonna get 1 more, they're gonna put you back in a second, most likely. Another one right there. There's the 4th foul. It's probably gonna take us to the 4th quarter now, and you're gonna play out the 4th quarter, getting your teammate grade as high as possible. Of course, if you go up by 25, you sim out. Like as soon as halftime hits, if you're up by 25, you can sim out. If you're in the 4th quarter, once it hits 2 minutes, I think if you're up 20, you can sub out. And once it hits a minute, I think you can sub out at like 10 points. So just keep that in mind. I got distracted, but yeah, as you can see, we got the 2nd game out of 3. So we're gonna just sim to the next one, keep doing the same thing. 4 fouls, and then just play that 4th quarter. Said 4 fouls, we're trying to get that out of the way quick as possible. Real quick, we could talk about dynamic goals. If you get a dynamic goal, you're not going to be able to get out of the game. Like, even if you foul, they're not going to take you out. So the best thing to do, if you can, is just fail it automatically. But if not, you just gotta keep rocking with it. Like you see, I fouled and they didn't take me out. That's because of the dynamic goal. So we gotta shrink the lead to 5. So I think one more. Yeah, there's 1 more point. It's not. Oh, I didn't complete the goal, but they still subbed me out. So I'll take it. I did the same thing. It took maybe like 2 minutes to get through this, get to the end of the game. We shoot a couple threes. If you go up, they sub you out again. So I ain't complaining about it. And just like that, we're in the starting spot. We talk to coach real quick, and we're still skipping over everything. And now we're gonna go play our next game. This is the 3rd game now. Now you do have to go to your MYCAREER to talk to Patrick about endorsements. And this is gonna be another good source of VC for you. When you pull up, you talk to Patrick, skip through this, he's gonna let you pick endorsements. and you should pick Jordan. Either pick Jordan or Nike. Either one doesn't really matter. I'm gonna pick Jordan though. I'm pretty sure this is always the easiest because usually you win. And you see we can't sign any of the endorsements yet. That's why I say keep going for fans. So over time, you're gonna be able to come back and sign some of these. Now we keep going until you reach up to your 6th key game. So quick reminder while we're doing the key games, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose them. It really doesn't matter. The first 5, it does not matter whether you win or lose. I'm gonna show you when we get to the 6th key game. It's gonna say key game 6 out of 7. You have to lose that one for this to work. All right, that is the one that you have to lose. If you win it, just don't win it. I'm telling you, just don't win it. You're gonna have to, it's gonna extend your time crazy. Do not win that key game. And we're gonna go through it so you can see how I go about not winning that game. Before you play your 6th game, this is key game 6 of 7. This is the one I said, all right, stop, take a second, because you have to lose this one. But before we go into that, we're gonna do a couple things. The first thing you're gonna want to do to make sure you lose this game is go to your settings, change the difficulty to Hall of Fame. That's number 1. And number 2 is after the 5th game of the first season, change your outfit. Change your outfit to whatever, because we're going to be doing this Teed Up magazine cover quest. So all that 500 VC, just change your outfit, done deal. And now we hop into the game. Alright, for the 6th game, you're going to want to do the same thing we used to do. Foul, get 3 fouls, try to get to halftime. Just try to get to halftime. Alright, once you're done with halftime, you're going to pause, save and quit out. Now go back in. And now we're going to proceed to foul out. And if you see your team winning, by the time you foul out, you're just going to want to close that. Because you have to lose this game. Alright, 6th foul right here. And now we just got to see if we won or if we lost. And we won. So what we're going to do is we're going to close that. I don't know how. I don't know how we won, but it's good that y'all can see it. That's kind of crazy, but whatever. So as you can see, we're right back at halftime. We just got to foul a couple more times. You see, just sabotage how possible, run out of bounds, call timeouts, foul, do what you have to do. And we won again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this time it seems like we're gonna win even if I foul out this time, so that's good. But if you was to get tired, I would say just play out the 3 minutes and just make sure y'all lose. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this one. I can hope. I can hope. All right, as you can see, we finally lost the game. Now what you're gonna do is just wait for this screen to finish. Once you get back to the tunnel, close app. As soon as you get back to the tunnel, close your application. That is the only way this method works. If you don't, you're gonna double your time. And we don't want that. Close app. Open it back up. All right, now once you're back in, you should be able to sim all the way to the end of the season. It should be able to take you just straight all the way to the playoffs. If you run into any jersey swap games, things of that nature, it doesn't matter, just keep going. See, you're gonna keep getting jersey swap games. Just ignore them, skip through them. More jersey swaps. You could just press square and simulate. You're just gonna keep simming. And like I said, we did this because you're supposed to have to do 2 sets of key games. GOAT moments too, you could just sim through those. You're supposed to have to do 2 sets of key games. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't want y'all jerseys. So in total, that would be at least 12 games. As you can see, we just played about 5, 6, and that's all we're gonna have to play for the whole season. We can go straight to the playoffs. That is why I said this is gonna cut your grind time in half. This method cuts the time in half. Now you're gonna go straight to the playoffs, and if you're lucky enough, you won't even have to play many playoff games. And like I said, the reason we had changed our outfit was you see this little message from Patrick, you're gonna respond. Cause it's gonna be a little interview or whatever. Another 500 VC for doing nothing. You're gonna have another time when Coach Tucker needs to talk to you. That is gonna be for the Trouble in Paradise quest, I'm pretty sure. So you just go over, talk to the front office. Again, skip through this. You don't have to do the quest. It's gonna be like try to include, try to increase their scoring average, whatever. You don't have to do anything except for in the off season, invite them to the open run. That's it. Simple. And that's another 500 VC for you. As you can see, we got to the end of the season without having to play any more games. Luka got MVP. MVPs don't really matter, but it's like, god damn, Luka always gets MVP in my career, bro. All right, so we've made it to the playoffs, and doing this method, the playoffs are gonna frustrate you, usually. But let me show you the fastest way to get through the playoffs while doing this method. It's gonna save you a lot of time. So first of all, you're gonna sim 2 games at a time. We're doing this for a reason. We're simming 2 games at a time because of the fact, if you was to sim, say, the whole round and you end up losing 3 games, you have to play until you get 4 wins. You have to, you don't have a choice. And once you go into the games, you can't even sim to end with no VC. Since we're doing it like this, if you have 2 L's, you're gonna wanna hop into the game that follows. Maybe in the next round, we'll have something similar to that. God, bro, what's going on? It's never this easy when I'm not trying to record, bro. Jeez, man. I mean, I take it because it's saving me the time, but I'm trying to do a video for y'all. But I mean, this is the ideal situation, playing the playoffs without having to play any games except for the last one. That's always going to be the best way, but I still have to show you the fastest way to get through the playoffs if you're not so lucky. All right, look. Simming through to get through the playoffs quickly, we sim 2 games at a time. To do that, we gotta move over to the 3rd game and then, sim to game day. If we see 2 L's just like that, we're gonna go into the next game. Like, we're gonna actually get into it, because if we sim again and we catch another L, then we have to play 4 games in a row that we cannot sim through. So right now, we're just gonna, go backstage, start up the game, and then sim out of it as soon as tip-off starts. I'm gonna show y'all right now. And when the game is starting, you just skip through this first part, and as soon as tip-off starts, you're gonna sim to end with no VC. Boom. Sim, no VC. If you lose, you just close that, but we won. I don't know, the sim logic is kind of weird with 2K. If you're not in the game, it's really kind of random. But getting in a game, it's realized that the Bulls they're not supposed to be messing with the damn Bucks with me on the team. That's crazy. But you just keep doing this until you get to the next round. If you have 3 L's in a row, you don't have the option to sim to end with no VC. That's why we're doing it like this. All right, once you win the championship, you're just gonna keep repeating this process. In the 3rd season, you're gonna stop, stop to play the FIBA tournament. That's gonna be 3 games, you get 25k VC. Then you do it again in the 7th season. Play 3 games, you get 25k VC. That's 50,000 right there. I'm telling you, and it's just after the 7 seasons, you just rinse and repeat. You do it all over again. We only doing this 7 times, and then we're starting on a new build. Once you get to about your 6th season of doing this, you're gonna have all these quests done, all these 1,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. By the time you hit your 6th, not even your 7th season, they're all gonna be done. So that's gonna be a nice chunk of change VC wise. All right, so once you win your 7th chip, which is what I just did, I don't really know if there's a way to show it, but we just won, whatever, we just won our 7th season, our 7th chip. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come talk to Patrick, and this is the year, the 2031 free agency. Once you see this screen, you lock in, because you're about to play the FIBA tournament. There's gonna be another 3 games, and after those 3 games, you're gonna get 25,000 VC for winning the FIBA tournament. You do it in your 3rd and your 7th season. Oh, you ain't even get to see it, but whatever, I'll pause it, you can see it. But I picked the FIBA tournament. We're gonna play that. You can go to MYCAREER, you can see we're in the tournament. You gotta play 3 games. You gotta win the 3rd one. Actually, I assume you gotta win all 3. Just win all 3, just to be safe. But you win the 3rd one, you get 25,000 VC. But that's not the end of the method. We're just gonna go do that real quick and get back to you. And these FIBA games, they're fairly easy. Usually you just automatically end up 25. Of course, we're throwing 2 fouls out to get to the third quarter as quick as possible. All right, we in the third and we already up 10. So, you know, I just throw 5 threes, get up 25 and get out the game. It's nothing deep. All right, boom, you see I'm up 26. Man, quick math. Stop playing with me. I'm up 26, so it's him out. That took like maybe 4 or 5 minutes. And we do that for the other 3 games. I'll get back to y'all when we're done with the third one. All right, boom. As you can see, we have 25 in the third of the last game. We finished sim out, and this is the last game you have to play for this method. This is the final last game. So we're finna get some VC out of this, and then there's one last step. It really depends on how tired you are going through this little, the FIBA tournaments. You could foul out of every game except the last one if you want. But hey, I got an extra what? It was probably 800 VC a game. So 8 times 3 is 24. So that's an extra 2,000 VC. Plus, we get that big extra 25K. So that's 50K for just winning the tournaments twice. And now the last step for this method is going to be advancing, feel me, to the end of the offseason. We're going to go back to the arena and advance to the end of the offseason. All right, we finally, feel me, offseason done. It don't matter what's going on because we're not playing no more. But AD finally retired after 7 seasons. I thought he was going to be gone like the year after, bro, but whatever. We're not playing again, so it sucks. But I think we do get 1,000 for signing it, maybe. I had to check on that. Actually do gotta check on that. Doesn't matter what we choose here, we're not playing this season. All right, let me check if you get the signing bonus for signing with thing. You do get an extra 1,000 for just signing with you do get an extra 1,000 for just signing with Jordan. That's cool. That's fire. All right, and the last thing we're gonna do is our media day photo shoot for another 2,500 VC, 2,500. So we're gonna go outside. All right, now we're gonna do our little photo shoot. This is gonna be our last step for this method. You feel me? Go through this real quick. If you didn't know, you get the media day photo shoot from completing Patrick's narrative quest. So sometimes you can't even see it. It don't really matter to me. We going solo. This is our last one. We going solo. I've never seen the options. Focus, skill, grateful. I'm grateful because thank you God I'm done with this. And that is it. That's the last one. You get your little 2,500 VC. And this method should get you around 250,000 VC in total. I'll be using it to upgrade the build. As you can see, I'm a whole 94 now. A couple days ago, I was like a 70 something. So we doing pretty good. This is a great method, you feel me? It's one of the fastest methods that we've ever had on a 2K, so big ups for that. So if this helps you out in any way, shape, or form, drop a like on the video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe. We doing good right now. We got a little motion going now. We got like 1.8. Let's get to 2,000, and then let's get to 5, and then let's get to 10. But we just gonna have to keep grinding for that. I know that. So thank y'all for watching. That's all I got for y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.